all been straight games wins. How will this final one? An intriguing affair between Jonatan Christie, the 4th seed from Indonesia, up against Singapore's Loh Kean Yew, with both men having contrasting fortunes so far. Loh Kean Yew is just below Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, who just beat Cho Tien Chen, who's lost both his matches. A win here for Loh Kean Yew would then mean he's they're through. These two men are through if he can beat Jonatan Christie, because then both Christie and Cho would not be able to catch up with them. So an important match here for the Singaporean. First up, though, is Jonatan Christie, who had a bit of a mixed bag against Anthony Sinisuka Ginting yesterday. He's always a crowd favourite wherever he goes, among the Indonesians in particular. Jonatan Christie, who's had medals in the Sudirman Cup with Indonesia 2015 and 2019, bronze. Thomas Cup gold medal in 2020, 2 silvers in 2016, and this year in Bangkok. When they lost to India 2018, got a bronze. Asian Games gold medalist, where he really started to get noticed. Singapore. The men's singles. Got a silver in 2018 in the men's team event. A silver the 2022 Asia Championships this year, and 3 goals in Asia Team Championships, 2016, 2018 and 2020. Southeast Asian Games, plenty of goals. Men's team and men's singles from 2015 to 2019. Loh Kean Yew has just really come into focus over the last year and a bit. He is the world champion from last year. And that really dominated the headlines almost exactly a year ago now. Commonwealth Games, he was a bronze medalist in the mixed team event. Asia Team Championships, bronze medal this year. Singapore, lots of medals at the Southeast Asian Games. What's interesting, though, even though it's higher ranked Loh Kean Yew now, Jonatan Christie has dominated their matchups. He's never lost to Loh Kean Yew in 5 meetings. Now, I want to give that a bit of context as well, because it'd be easy just to dismiss Loh Kean Yew's chances, but of the 5 meetings, 2 of them happened when they were both youngsters, in 2013 and 2014. And then the last 3 happened over the last couple of years. Loh Kean Yew losing to Jonatan Christie at the Thailand Open, round of 32 in 3. As we see Jonatan Christie's profile here, he's 25 years of age, from the capital Jakarta. He's currently 5th in the world. His highest ranking was 4th in August 2019. This is the mixed bag I was telling you about against Ginting, where he won that first game convincingly, lost the second and third very, very convincingly. A superb win for Loh Kean Yew, who was born in Malaysia, moved to Singapore as a young boy at 12. From Penang, Malaysia, and he's playing at his highest ever ranking of 3rd. That was a few weeks ago when he got that ranking. A fine win over Cho Tien Chen, who's the 2nd seed here. Loh Kean Yew was the 8th player to squeeze in for the World Tour finals. Satyawan Mahadu from Mauritius is the umpire, and we saw Sidney Gallos earlier from New Zealand. He's our service judge. But just going back to that head-to-head between these two, and they played at the Olympics last year in a group stage as well, similar to this, and well, that was very, very tight. Christie winning the first game 22-20. Loh Kean Yew had a very convincing second game win, 21-13, and that last one was again tight. Christie edging out Loh Kean Yew 21-18, so very, very tight. And the other match that they've played is the quarterfinals of the Asian Championships this year, where again, extremely tight match in the quarterfinals. Christie winning 22-20, 23-21. So while he has got the upper hand in terms of matchups, it is always very tight between these two in recent times. Loh Kean Yew's light-hearted, cheeky chappy. Always good fun. He has won the hearts of Singaporeans and fans around the world after that stunning World Championship win in Spain last year. And he has, while he's not won a single tournament this year,
Ladies and gentlemen,
he has
on my right,
gone to the quarterfinals or further in the majority of the tournaments he's played in.
and on my left, Jonatan Christie, Indonesia.
So he's shown what he can do. I think he's just
Jonatan Christie to serve.
falling short at the final hurdle a lot of the time.
Level.
He certainly doesn't want to leave it to playing Ginting, who seems to have his number as well. So it's important that he get the win here against Christie, who will be stung by that loss yesterday.
1 love.
Jonatan Christie won the Swiss Open this year, runner-up at the Korea Open and semi-finalist at the Malaysia Open. Loh Kean Yew for his part, runner-up at the India Open and semi-finalist at the Denmark Open, the Super 750, Indonesia Masters and the Singapore Open Super 500. So, as I said, he's gone relatively deep in tournaments this year. That's a wonderful smash, jump smash from Loh Kean Yew.
Right
in that corner, difficult for Christie to get to. Well, this is a fine start from the Singaporean. Drew his opponent in the went cross court, Jonatan Christie.
2-4.
That's a good shot from the Indonesian, who over his career has won 3 titles on the BWF World Tour. Started off with the New Zealand Open and Australian Open, that was in 2019. And as I said, this year it was his first title in 3 years when he won the Swiss Open. As for Loh Kean Yew, well, he had a bit of a slow burn to his career and it's just really propelled himself up the rankings around a year ago, culminating of course in that World Championships, but he's won the Thailand Masters, which is a Super 300, and the Hilo Open in 2021. But he's really starting to come to the fore. much more to come from both these players, in fact. Oh, wonderful cross-court smash from Loh Kean Yew. As I said, had a very good 2022, despite not winning. Started off, of course, as world champion. Got to the finals of the Indoor Open. Really captured the hearts of Singaporeans, and there was a campaign to raise money for him, and got a lot of attention, a lot of support. Then won the Singapore Sportsman of the Year. And then got to his highest ever ranking. He's now got a 5-point lead here. Also nominated for BWF Male Player of the Year, Men's Player of the Year, and well, lost out in the end to Victor Axelsen. Perhaps that's not really much of a surprise. That's also his very, very good friend. There's excellent chemistry between these two. And you really have to see it to believe it. And, probably get a snippet of that on social media. But yeah, they are genuinely very good friends, and they've trained together as well quite a bit in Dubai, where Victor Axelsen is based. That has done Loh Kean Yew a world of good, as it has every other shuttler that's gone over there. Well, he's really hitting the marks at the moment, isn't he, Loh Kean Yew?
9-4. Service over. 5-9.
Already pouring the sweat, these two. They'll be putting a lot into this. Snatching at that one, Christie.
Service over. 10-5.
Got a bit of deception on that, which he seemed to read quite well, Christie, but then Loh seemed to just draw him in before dispatching that winning shot. Yeah, it's interesting because Loh Kean Yew, he was, as I mentioned, falling short quite a bit this year in tournaments, and he said that he just needed to work on a number of things. It's a lot to put on someone, isn't it, having won the World Championships out of nowhere. But he seems to have got a little bit sharper, hasn't he, towards the end of the year. This would be a fine way to end 2022 if you can go deep in the tournament and even perhaps win it. That's what we've seen from him. Loh Kean Yew, who goes into the interval here in game 1 with that 4-point lead. It's 11-7.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Coach, back to the chair. (11-7). left.
Yeah, easily put away by Kenting.
Service over.
It's all still very new for Loh Kean Yew, the first
11.
ever male Singaporean to play in the World Tour finals. And he bounces back immediately, Singaporean.
Service over. 12. 8.
You mentioned. He has yet to win a title this year, along with Pranoy, one of the finalists. But of the other players that are here, well, they've won 15 of the 19 events this year. All of them, sorry, have contested at least one World Tour tournament finals throughout the year. That's impressive.
10, 12.
Just 2 points in it. It's good work from Christie to claw back some of that deficit he was facing. Sheer power, isn't it? Just fantastic from Loh Kean Yew on the jump smash down the line.
13, 10.
He's maintained anywhere between a 3 to 5 point lead in most of this match so far. Went for it there, into the net.
11.
He's still within striking distance here, Jonatan Christie. He's not going to miss an opportunity like that, is he? Loh Kean Yew.
11.
He was on the back foot there, wasn't he, Jonatan Christie? He's happy with that one, isn't he? Loh Kean Yew is back up to 4 points in this first game. But it's been very even since the interval. 4-all since the break. It's important there for Christie just to peg back his opponent and hopefully put on a run himself. Some important points here for Christie. 3 in a row. wants to put that pressure back on his opponent if he can. That's good. That's nicely done from Loh Kean Yew.
17.
And over the top.
13.
Oh, and it's just in. How frustrating for Jonatan Christie. And now, Loh Kean Yew only 3 points away from taking this first game, which he is controlled pretty much from the start. It's good again, but this time Christie is going to challenge. Good look at that one, but I think he's probably being a little bit hopeful here. Let's see. This one's taking quite a while to sort out, Christie's challenge. Still waiting for the result of this, and I think it's... Oh, it is out. Wow.
Correction, out.
Christie was successful. Good call from him.
14, 18, 11.
But there's still plenty of work to do. And he's in a good position now. 2 points required for Loh Kean Yew.
14. Service over. 15, 19.
Six or 5 game points rather for the Singaporean.
20, game point, 15.
One saved by the Indonesian here.
16,
As I mentioned, these two have had some tough old battles. It's all gone Jonatan Christie's way. There's some very, very tight battles in the last 3 times that they met. Loh Kean Yew wraps it up this first game. A fine start for him.
first game, 1 mile.
Controlled it pretty much from the start till finish. And that was actually relatively comfortable for him. So Loh Kean Yew takes the first game, 21-16.
For 2, 20 seconds. For 2, 20 seconds. Second game, level, black.
So into the second game we go, and Jonatan Christie has some work to do here. He was pretty much second best throughout that first game. Now what really set him up, Loh Kean Yew, was the start that he had. Let's see if he can replicate that again. Well, that's a fine shot cross court from Christie. Remember watching him in Korea earlier this year, where he a bit of a disappointing time in the final, Korea Open, against Wong Hong Young, an unfancied player. He was in firm control of that match, and inexplicably just lost his way. He was looking to wrap it up in the second game, lost it 19-21, and then went on 15-21.
3, 2.
But it's Christie who's in front here. Just out.
5, 2. Six, 2. Play. That's over. 3, 6.
Well, 3-point lead here for Christie. This was sort of a similar position to what Loh Kean Yew was in the first game. So these are the sort of shots that he was making earlier.
7, 3.
Nice 4-point lead here for the Indonesian, so much improved, but He's going to cut out those sort of shots.
4,
Loh Kean Yew sometimes also has to remember to keep himself fully focused. He's talked about that in the past. He's so quick to the net, isn't he? That's out. A couple of good points here for Loh.
5, 7.
Just in. Good shot there from Christie.
8, 5.
That's the kind of shot he was pulling off with ease in the first game, Loh.
6, 8.
Well, the Jiayo's ringing around the stadium. I'm not sure who that's for, because we've got Singaporeans and Malaysians on court 1, and here we've got, sorry, Malaysians and Thais on court 1, and Singapore and Indonesian here on court 2. Different reactions from the coaches.
6, 8.
Oh, Christie's just having a word here. I think there's a challenge. It's a very belated challenge, I have to say, from Jonatan Christie. It is indeed out. Well out, in fact. Very late challenge, I thought. There was a big discussion between Christie and the umpire.
7, 8.
And it now means that it's just 1 point in it between the two.
Silver. 9, 7.
Tried to play that deceptive shot, Christie. Didn't make it over.
8, 9.
Oh, okay. Now, I heard Loh Kean Yew's name in there for the Jiayo. See a few Singapore flags in there. Just to the left of where I'm seated, some Singapore fans. Play that very, very late, Christie. Well, yeah, this is the power of what Loh Kean Yew has done. He's now attracting a whole bunch of new fans that are traveling up to see him. I'm sure some here live here as well in Thailand. And really has reinvigorated the passion for badminton in Singapore, which is hugely popular at a grassroots level. And go to any sports hall on a weekday evening, and they're all packed with badminton players. That's a wonderful jump smash from Christie, which Loh Kean Yew disputes. He felt that was out. I have to say, I think Christie's shot was in. I thought it was actually an excellent shot from Christie. But Loh Kean Yew is right. It is out. And that's why I am not an official here. That's why we have that technology. And that, by the way, has just put Loh Kean Yew in front. For the first time in a while here in this game. Right from the start, perhaps. That's better from Christie.
10-0.
Oh, sublime from Loh Kean Yew. He played that beautifully. And he takes that slender 1-point lead into the interval of game 2, having already won that first game, 21-16.
Seconds for 20 seconds. Time left.
Yeah, an awkward shot there from Loh Kean Yew, right between his legs. And that draws Christie level. This one's much tighter, isn't it, than that first game. Good shot. Excellent from Jonatan Christie.
12-11.
This is going back and forth now between these two. Remember, he has never lost to Loh Kean Yew. Christie had that wonderful run of points much earlier on, a 6-point run at the start of the game. Didn't really use it to his advantage. Loh Kean Yew clawed his way back. Lovely backhand. Yeah, got to the net quick. Hit it above the tape. That's what he's so good at doing. Court coverage. The agility of this player. Loh Kean Yew. Did he get out of the way? I think he did. Good reflexes there from Loh Kean Yew, who I remember last year made this matrix-like move to avoid the shuttle. This one not quite the same as the one I saw last year. We bent almost 90 degrees to get out of the way. That's better from Christie.
13, all.
Easy one to put away. Reminder again, if Loh Kean Yew wins this, then both Christie and Cho Tien-chun are out, and their match becomes a dead rubber. As will the match effectively between Ginting and Loh tomorrow, but then we'll determine who finishes top of the group, and in theory have an easier game. As Christie now opens up a 2-point lead here.
15,
Far from over this match.
15.
If Christie were to win this, then of course those last round of matches take on huge significance. Oh, well played there, Loh Kean Yew, what a shot! Diving to make that clear. That's a wonderful shot from him, and it could just be the catalyst he needs to see him through. Couldn't get there, Jonatan Christie. Excellent work from the Singaporean. Yeah, and he's delighted with that, why not? 28 shots that one. There were a lot of drives at the start.
Loh Kean Yew
versus Tan Kian Peng and Badminton team from Malaysia. Umpire Benjamin Dupazier from Chinese Taipei. Service judge Idolitu from France.
Correction.
สนามที่ 1 ประเภทผู้ผสมรอบแบ่งกลุ่มกลุ่ม B เดชาพล โพวรานุเคราะห์และทรัพย์สินีแพร่รัตนชัยจากประเทศไทยกัปตันเฟียเมย์และไล่โดดทีมจากประเทศมาเลเซียกรรมการผู้ตัดสินเบนจามิน ดูบาเซียจากประเทศไต้หวันกรรมการกำกับการส่งรูปไอราดิตูจากประเทศฝรั่งเศส
Well, this is really going back and forth, isn't it? Wonderful to watch. Delight there again from Loh Kean Yew, who's just in front. Dare he believe this could be his first win? Well, it is. 16 all. Christie is not going to make it easy. Yeah, as soon as he lifted that, Jonatan Christie, you kind of knew what was going to happen next. Just wasn't quite enough on it. Those jump smashes, just how high he gets. He's got terrific ability in the air. Loh Kean Yew. Too much height on that. think he knew that as soon as he had left his racket there, Loh Kean Yew. It's trading points at the moment. And it's Loh who edges ahead. Oh, Christie doesn't get that over. Seemed to fairly made it quite low in the end. Well. Loh Kean Yew, 2 is that magic number. That's the lead he has and what he needs to win this match. Hitting that across Loh Kean Yew. Difficult to return. Christie just a point behind.
19.
And he does something similar, Loh Kean Yew, and he has 2 match points. Massive now for the Singaporean. Christie saves 1. He desperately needs to win this game, force a third, and of course give himself the opportunity to stay in contention here at the World Tour Finals. And he's drawn level. Jonatan Christie's held his nerve. And we need a winner now by 2 clear points. Frustration there for Loh Kean Yew. And he had 2 match points, didn't take them. And it's now Christie who's got a game point here. Right top of the tape. If he swings this now, interesting to see what happens in that 3rd game. Jonatan Christie level sinks here. And look what that meant to him.
Second game, 1-5, Jonatan Christie, 22-20, 1 game all.
Attacking his opponent. And he puts that away. A very, very tight 2nd game in which Jonatan Christie edges Loh Kean Yew. We're going into the 3rd.
kamu gitu Jo, dari lur ini forehand sini kamu lurus tapi sambungan. Yang paling penting kamu harus berdiri lagi, ya kan? Jadi
For 20 seconds. For 20 seconds.
So, definitely frustration for Loh here. Who knows, he had a wonderful opportunity for his first ever win against Jonatan Christie. He couldn't quite see it over the line. He has got another opportunity here, of course, in this third game. But this is just an indication of how much he's developed and progressed, doesn't he, Loh Kean Yew? At the start of 2021, he was in the 40s or so in the rankings. And he played Jonatan Christie in the Olympics, pushed him all the way, still lost that one in 3. And went on to do great things, as we said, and then the Asian Championships this year. Again, very close battle. Now ranked higher than Christie for the first time in his career. That's how much things have swung his way. But he will want to win this. He doesn't want to leave a chance up against Ginting, a player he also does not have a good record against. He recently lost to the European leg of things.
3, 1.
Well, this is a fine start from Jonatan Christie. Now, this is the problem sometimes with Loh Kean Yew. He's got to keep that focus going, that concentration. Got to draw a line under that second game, which he agonizingly lost. Now, Christie already building up a nice lead here. And the crowd trying to do their part here, these Singaporean fans. Just inside the line there for Loh. Well out there from Christie.
3, 5.
Well, that rather healthy start of his is that lead is disappearing fast. Loh's done well after a 5-1 lead that Christie had. There's only 2 points in it. Just out.
Silver 7-4. Quick towing.
Something to bear in mind, of course, is that everyone here is probably deep down hoping that they do not have to face Victor Axelsen if they want to go as far as they can in the tournament. It's the in-form player, the man to beat. He would be odds-on favourite to finish top of his group. So the aim here in the other group, this group here, is to finish top, so you definitely don't have to face him. Although not taking that chance, the lead is now back to 5. The advantage right now, Christie. Well, that was caught in, but I have to say from where I was, looked like it might be out, but let us see. It is out. That's a great call from Christie.
10-4 left.
This time it is in. The gap is 5. It is a very healthy lead for Christie. Loh Kean Yew looking to claw some of that back here before the interval. Couple of points for him here. We could have a situation, by the way, where Christie wins this and then he has to play Ginting. If Ginting wins that and Cho Chen Chen beats Christie, then we have Ginting winning all 3 and Christie, Loh and Cho Chen Chen all with 1 win each. That would get interesting. For now though, Christie has got his first lead here at the interval. It's 11-6 in game 3.
Code 2, 20 seconds. Code 2, 20 seconds. Code 2, 11-6. Left.
So Jonatan Christie with the distinct advantage at the moment, a 5-point lead in game 3 here. We're fast approaching an hour, and he seems to be on a roll.
12-6.
Well, in all the games that all the matches he's played previously, he's
12-6.
this is probably most frustrating that he's convincingly 1-1 and not been able to put away the match points. Loh Kean Yew. Good reactions there from Christie, who's really now tightening the screws. It's a 7-point lead.
6.
Lovely reactions there, and then he finished it off. Well, you can see how much she's gaining in confidence here, Christie, how much he's on a roll now. And this is by far his most dominant performance this period here. Midway through that first half of the third game. Now we're hearing the Indonesian fans, of course, they're feeling a little bit more relaxed now that their man is clearly in front with an 8-point lead. It's a whopping lead. There's a Singapore flag just there. You can see change in expression. That's a poor serve from Christie. That's a gimme point really for Loh Kean Yew. Now can he build a little run here? Needs to dig deep. That's 2 in a row. Still a long way to go for Loh Kean Yew. In a row. That's well wide. Some very wayward shots all of a sudden from Christie. He's still got a healthy 5-point lead here. Loh ideally wants to get around to the 2 or 3 point mark. But that run ends quickly.
15-9.
Still in the driver's seat here, Christie. Couldn't quite get it over. Just clipping the net. Christie should finish this, he does. And it's now up to 8 points.
17-9.
that's in. That's good. It's an excellent shot from Christie. He is cruising this right now. Well, if he goes on to win this, as is probably expected, this just gives Jonatan Christie a way back in. He was looking on his way out after 2 losses in a row, unless, of course, Loh Kean Yew mounts something quite spectacular here. But in terms of Jonatan Christie now, he has to beat Christie tomorrow to give himself any chance, and he's got to hope that Ginting beats Loh Kean Yew. If that happens, and we've got 3 players, as I said, on 1 point each. He's now 2 away from winning this match. Jonatan Christie. Oh, that's just wonderful again from Jonatan Christie, who's now got a whopping 10 match points. Jonatan Christie continues his dominance over Loh Kean Yew, who came closest, the closest he's ever come to beating the Indonesian, but he fell just short after having 2 match points. He couldn't convert them. Jonatan Christie then comes storming back in that 3rd game. And it's a fine win for him, and it keeps his hopes alive of making the semi-finals. It's blown this group wide open. It's given Jonatan Christie the chance as well to still qualify. If he can beat Christie tomorrow, Loh Kean Yew knows that if he can somehow overturn the odds against Anthony Ginting, someone he doesn't have a good record against, he too will go through, or has a good chance of it at least. But for now, Jonatan Christie will savour this win over Loh Kean Yew. He wins 16-21, 22-20, 21-10, and he's done it in 62 minutes. Up next, it's men's singles. HS Pranoy versus Loh Guangzhou. We'll have the dulcet tones of Bobby Griffin next.
Big thank you to Shehzad Haq carrying us through our first 5 matches on Court 2 here today. We're live at the Namibut Arena, Bangkok, for continued Day 2 action of the World Tour Finals. Now halfway through today's match schedule. Well, there's been some incredible stuff already. Chen Yufei coming through and blowing Group A wide open in the women's singles. Same thing happened in the men's singles just now. And we've got 5 more matchups for you next, including Pranoy versus Liu next in the men's singles.